Hey, it's me, OGDuffy Eats, and welcome to a very special edition indeed. Now, the Libertines, which are a great UK-based sort of indie rock band, I suppose, I'm a big fan. I really like their stuff. But they've just released a new album. Now, my brother and my sister-in-law, Dave and Taz, bless them, managed to get tickets for the opening night of the launch party for the album. Oh, yes. And it was hosted by these good guys here at Signature Brew. Now, as part of it, for a special edition, for the one night only, they produced this beer. And it is that there. The Libertines Special Beer Brew, okay? It's to celebrate the launch of the new album. It's a Signature Brew. They make sort of specialist beers for individual artists and bands and stuff like that. So when they bring out new releases, they bring out new beers. Now, I don't know whether this beer is on release completely or if it's just a one-off and it's just not going to be released anymore. I don't know, but we'll find out by looking at the website. Anyway, it's called Baron's Claw. It's lager. It's 4.0%, so it's not the strongest beer in the world. 330 ml, so not the biggest can either. But this was interesting because it says since 2011 we have created award-winning music-inspired beers and collaborated with some of the world's best musicians, on our East London brewery. This beer was celebrated to celebrate the launch of the new album, All Quiet on the Eastern Esplanade, and it did flow on the 4th of April 2024. So, guys, Libertine's very own beer. Is it any good? Let's get out to the games room. Let's crack a beer and let's see if this is as good as the Libertines themselves. We find ourselves in a little OGDuffy bar area where we're going to sample the delights of the Libertines' very own lager. Also, Pilsner. Pilsner lager. Anyway, it's only a 330ml can, and it sounds interesting. The one thing I'm not keen about, though, is the strength. It's only 4%. Now, those who watch the channel know I prefer my lagers slightly stronger, but it might be very flavoursome. So we're going to go and give it a go, guys. Now, obviously, a massive thanks to my brother Dave and my sister-in-law Taz, who bought me 4 of these cans because they were lucky enough to go to the launch night of the new album by the Libertines. But enough of that. Let's get this cracked open and see how it tastes. He says, oh, struggling on the ring pull. There we go. Okay. Bit of fizz going on there. If the mic can pick that up for you. Probably not. Initial smell is not too bad. Let's give this a pour out and see how it looks. Now, apologies, but I'm pouring it into a Camden Hells lager glass because it's probably the clearest I've got when I turn it to the side, so you can actually see. Because I mean, quite a few of my other glasses, as you can see, have got patterns on and stuff like that, so they don't always come out particularly well. So let's get it poured. Get every last drip from that can. Because we don't want to be wasting any, people. Okay, as you can see there, it's a very clear brew. Yes. Okay. Smells like a lager. Doesn't smell particularly hoppy or strong. Right, but let's get a taste done. Oh, yes, I'm looking forward to this. Do it sideways so you guys can see it swilling down the glass. Okay. This is a 4% lager, but it tastes premium. It tastes stronger. which is, it's very, very good indeed. Do you know what, right? If I was in a pub and someone said, oh, I bought you some premium beer, I can't remember what it was, some lager that they're doing, a new lager, for example, I would taste that and straight away I would assume, oh yeah, that tastes good. Because, and it does, it tastes premium. I don't know what they paid for these, and I haven't asked because it was a gift, so it'd be rude to ask, wouldn't it? But anyway, yeah. The only problem is there's only 4 of these cans, they're only small, they're only 330s, so anyway. Oh, that, right, is a really, really, really nice beer. And I'm not just saying it because I'm a Libertines fan. Not at all. I would, if this tasted awful, I would tell you it tasted awful. I don't know whether this is going to be released, or I don't know if it was just released for a one-off for that opening night, you know, the release night of the album. Oh, but either way, that is a good beer. And I'll tell you something, right? Signature Brew are definitely a company that are now on my radar. I'll be keeping an eye out for these guys. Yeah, it says here where they're based. Brewed and canned by Signature Brew Limited, Unit 15, Uplands Business Park, East 17, 5QJ. So www.signaturebrew.co.uk. I will be checking their website out based on that lager alone. That is really, really, that's an handsome beer. Oh, yes. I don't know, like I say, whether it's just a one-off release or whether there'll be more. I'll have to check that out on the website. But anyway, guys, like I say, the most surprising thing for me is it tastes a lot stronger than it actually is, which is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a very, very tasty beer indeed. I'm very taken with this. So out of 10. Now this is where I'm drawn because, like I say, I prefer my lagers sort of 4.8 upwards really if I can. But this, oh this is good. This is up there, mate. But because of its strength, I want to mark it down. But because of its taste, I want to mark it up. If that makes sense. I'm in a real quandary here. So out of 10, what am I giving that? I'll tell you what. That's a good 9. That is a solid 9, people. Oh, well done. This is a new brewing company to me. Libertines are a great band and the new album is great. Do check it out. And this beer is just so tasty. So I will be checking out their website for sure and seeing if they release this and how much it is. Yeah. Oh, it'll be interesting. Anyway, guys, in the comments, have you had any of these unique beers from this company? Because apparently they brew for other bands and things, okay? So I assume like bands collaborate with them and they brew a beer based around them. But all I will say is Pete Doherty and the boys, if this is your tasting beer and you help brew this, then my God, my hat is tipped to you fellas. Happy days with that one indeed. I've been OGDuffy Eats. You've been awesome as always. Drop in the comments and all that good stuff that you do if you've had this beer. And if not, would you like it? Because I tell you what, I'm very taken with it. I'll be looking this company up, as I say. So anyway, guys, if you don't already subscribe, please do so. Hit like, share, do all that great stuff. And I'll see you all on the next one. And remember, this beer is for you. Laters.